My name is Gemma's Journey Grace. I walk this world at my own pace. I see the colors others miss. I've got a heart you can't dismiss. Some days are loud, some days are bright, but every step I take is mine. I shine my truth in every space. This is Gemma's Journey Grace. I live with autism, and that's my power. I rise up stronger every hour. Don't need your perfect, don't need your doubt. I know who I am, and I'm standing proud. I'm finding my rhythm, my voice, my place. This is Gemma's journey, this is my grace. You might not see what's in my mind, but there's a world of stars behind. I feel the music in the air, I feel the love that's always there. My story's written in my way, no rules to how I shine today. I'm on a path I'm meant to chase. Call me Gemma's Journey Grace. I live with autism, and that's my power. I rise up stronger every hour. Don't need your perfect, don't need your doubt. I know who I am, and I'm standing proud. I'm finding my rhythm, my voice, my place. This is Gemma's journey, this is my grace. Every challenge, every fight, I keep on moving toward the light. My heart is steady, my dream is clear. I'm not alone, I'm still right here. I live with autism, and that's my power. I grow more fearless every hour. I'm writing my story line by line. This journey's tough, but it's all mine. I'm finding my rhythm, my voice, my place. I'm Gemma's Journey. I am great.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel for this Tuesday morning, afternoon or evening across the world where you may be at. And today I want to talk about autism and Christmas food. So as the Christmas holiday season is approaching, as an autistic woman, a neurodivergent woman, I want to talk about the struggles that could happen within the Christmas holiday space if you're going to family's house or a friend's house or a co-worker's house, or you're stuck at work having a Christmas dinner with work colleagues. Then a lot of us may have issues with the colour of the food, the taste of the food, the smell of the food, the look of the food, the colour of the food. It can really send us into a sensory overwhelm and a heightened state of anxiety, and it can really cause us to withdraw from being social or withdraw from eating altogether, or getting really overwhelmed with knowing what to try or what to pick. So during these Christmas holidays, what I would suggest is eating foods that you really are comfortable with, or that what you know about, and then take that to your friends or your work colleagues and say, hey, this is the food I eat at Christmas, this is the food I like, this is the drinks I like, and then hopefully be able to have your usual routine planned as normal food. But if you're in a situation where you cannot, and you're at a family friend's house or a friend's house where they have a vegetarian option or they have a different religious option, then obviously you have to kind of be respectful in that space. But you know, if you are able to have your usual normal food, then please do that. Please look after yourself and be able to demonstrate to people that you need your own food, your own space, your own time to eat it, and not to be rushed or not to be made to be feel to be anxious. Also, I will say is that you also will need to have your space not being touching people, or having your food touching on the same plate. So if you are someone on the autistic spectrum who likes to have their food separated in different plates or different bowls or in different sections on a plate, then let the people know who you're with that you need to have your food not touching, or you need to have your food in separate portions, not at the same time, due to the taste, the smell, the look, or the fact that it's a sensory overload for you to process in that situation. So again, it can be something that you need to verbally communicate if you're able to, or if not, if you have a like an AAC device, an iPad, a tablet, a phone, something that you're able to press buttons on to effectively communicate with somebody else in your situation that you need to have your food all separated. And also, if you are someone who is a vegetarian, or someone who has a special religious dinner or situation, then, make sure you're able to verbally communicate that if you're out at a different setting, or if you're out at a different food venue, if you're out at a local restaurant, a pub, or you're out, if you're on holiday or such, then you need to be able to verbalise that as well. So yeah, let people know if you're able to have your same routine, your same drink, your same dessert, if you're having desserts or soft drinks or alcoholic drinks. If you're over the age of 18 or 21 in most countries, you're allowed to drink at the age of 18 here, and I think it's Australian, Canada and other places, America to 21, I believe. So yeah, if you're able to have alcohol, then express that. Make sure you take your favourite drinks with you if you're able to, or if you need time to be by yourself, then let people know that you need that time to be by yourself, and that you'll come back to the situation when you're able to verbally communicate and physically communicate. Also, not just food, but obviously like snacky food, so things like crisps or chocolate or cake, or things that are put on the dinner table before the main dinner. It can be quite overwhelming with all the different colours of the food, the height of the food, the smell of the food, the plates that it's put on, because the plates can be patterned, or the plates can be different colours. Again, that can be physically and sensory overwhelming and auditory overwhelming. So again, it can be something to consider if you are at someone's house, or if you are at work and they dish everything up on different plates or cutlery. Again, that is something to consider, to make sure you're able to communicate that, say, hey, I'm not coping with this, I don't know if I can pick from that plate, I don't know if I can choose from that plate, I don't know if I can touch that plate, because again, the sensory and physical auditory overwhelm of choosing something. So again, that can be something that can distress a normal Christmas routine. Also, if you're having to travel for food, again, that can be, the travel issue can be physically and sensory overwhelming. If you're having to pick something that's far away from home, or you're having to be out of your own locality, your own sensory safety, your own safety of being at home or around the people that you trust, again, that can be something that can cause a really big issue with regards to food and tolerances and lack of eating or too much eating. Again, that can be something that can stress the autistic individual or neurodivergent individual out. So again, be careful if you are cooking for people who are neurodivergent or autistic, or any form of neurodivergence, OCD, epilepsy, anything like that, can really cause a sensory overwhelm, and again can cause quite a lot of issues with regards to picking their food, eating it, whether it needs to be touching or separated, or whether they are not able to physically communicate that. So again, that can cause quite a lot of issues as well. Also, one thing I am going to say as well is that if you are at other person's house, or you're at a place where you don't have control of the food, again, let the catering staff know, or the restaurant staff know, that you need to have your food on a certain time, a certain plate, certain things like stuffing or turkey or chicken or beef, depending on what meat or vegetarian options, if you're a vegan or vegetarian obviously, or you have a certain religious preference, whether you don't have pork, or for Jewish reasons, or halal for other reasons or whatnot. If you have a certain religious issue, then make sure you're able to communicate that. Also, if you have sensory issues to certain meats, textures, again, certain smell textures that can cause you to gag or feel sick or retch, because I've had that before as well when I've been at places in the past where I've been at my cousin's house a few years ago, where it was vegetarian and the smell was quite overwhelming. I'm just like, oh, okay, I'm stuck here, I don't know what to do, I can't do anything. But again, that was a few years ago, so I've had a chance to let that one go. But, you know, just be careful and take care of yourselves, and, you know, be able to communicate if you can. And yes, I know I've got a cold sore on my lip, so please forgive me. I think I've become a bit run down with the stress of everything. But yeah, I do have a little cold sore, which I'm trying not to focus on, but it's hurting me. But yeah, excuse my appearance. But yeah, I tried to talk about this as an issue because, you know, food at Christmas time can be quite overwhelming and overstimulating. All the different choices and all the desserts and all the soft drinks, all the alcoholic drinks, all the caffeinated drinks like coffee, tea, green tea, herbal tea, sleepy tea, you know, coffee, decaf coffee, hot chocolate. You know, there can be quite a lot of overwhelming drinks to pick from and to choose from. Again, that can be something that can stress out an autistic person, a neurodivergent person, a person with a disability. So yeah, I just thought I'd talk through that as a topic, because I think it's important to discuss and cover in case you have no control over the situation during this Christmas holiday. And yeah, so please like, comment, share and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.